Let's finish up that VRChat quick menu. I know it follows your hand, but you know, artistic liberty. Yay. But the newly added wings are relatively new wing menus. Those little tabs on the bottom. Actually, what did it look like again? Hold on. Yeah, you can look at my tabs. It's fine. I'm just trying to find furry manga. Those are just the details, not the actual manga. I tend to like to support the actual artists or the authors, and I'll buy it. Of course, after seeing a preview. Oh, by the way, that app that's on the left is called VizRef. It's a reference app that I like to put kind of the photos on. Kind of helps out oftentimes, especially when drawing something completely new and rather than the tracing practice. You know, tracing isn't bad as long as you don't upload it with your own name on it. You know, actually, don't even upload tracing at all. It's more for practice, like I said. Especially when you look at it with an artist's perspective. You know, you're learning new techniques on how the original artist drew it. It also kind of gives like a warm up how I use it, and it's also an ego booster. No, not ego booster. A like self-esteem booster. It's like, wow, I made this, but not really. You know, seeing the finished product of your hard work is definitely a good feeling. It's just, remember, don't take someone else's work and put your name on it. And don't take someone else's work and repost it. I do see sometimes those kind of curators where they post other artists' work. Of course, they give due credit, which is good. Those I understand, and those are actually I kind of appreciate them a little bit because they've kind of shown me artists I've never seen before, and without them I probably wouldn't have been able to been exposed to them. So yeah, you know, but as a normal artist account, let's just say on Instagram, I try not to post other people's work. I mean, of course I'll share it, especially like on the story, especially if I like it a lot, or in the case of Twitter, I'll retweet. Yes, retweet. I almost said reblog because, you know, Tumblr days. Haha, yeah, old person. But, you know, getting that other artist's work out there, showing your friends, your followers, it's the least I can do as another fellow artist. I know. It's 4 buttons per row, but I don't feel like doing it. I'm here to draw summer. It's, especially after not drawing that much over the years, it's good to start smaller and not make everything so perfect. It's the emotion or the feeling of art that I especially adore and I appreciate more than how it looks. Of course, there are some that are just amazing. All the colors, all the shading, all the blending, all of that stuff. Or the machinery is just so perfect and so like thought-provoking that it's like a different world. I like that. But you know, starting out small is a good thing. Being imperfect is a good thing. And art is supposed to be free. Give you freedom to do what you want to on the canvas. After darkening the lines, it looks a little better. I kind of liked putting drawing over again rather than completely starting a new layer, going for the solid lines rather than the pencil. You've had that. Have you had that that realization of, like, you drew something really awesome on paper, for instance. You drew something really awesome with pencil as a rough sketch. And then all of a sudden, when you start inking it, or when you ink it and then you erase the pencil, all of a sudden it just looks kind of stale, like bland. I think the building on top of this stuff is what makes it interesting. A little bit messy, a little bit, gives it a little bit of character. Can't forget the beans here. Not the beans. I guess this is where erasing would kind of make sense. I do still kind of like clean to a certain point. Especially in my real life, I try to keep everything clean. Everything the way it was supposed to be, how it was put in the first place, return it to its natural, or to its original state. Natural would mean it's just messy. Alright, there we go. She's popping out a little bit better. Let's move on to the glyphs, or the symbols that's on her body. I'll make a new layer for this because in case I mess up, can at least erase it without having to erase the original lines. Also, I'm sorry about the screen, or the recording. Again, since I am traveling, I don't have the best equipment. It's literally, I'll show it at the end of the video, but it's literally just a stool and a glass C table, and I just put the phone on top of the glass and look through on the bottom. So it actually kind of hurts to draw right now. Hunched over, looking straight down almost, and sitting almost curled up in a fetal position. It's not the best feeling, especially when you've been doing this for, how long has this been? Almost an hour. Thanks for sticking with me for an hour, by the way. I hope your piece is coming along probably faster than mine. If not, you know, we all have different speeds. Having this, I hope, gives some inspiration, or, you know, you're not alone drawing. It's definitely a motivator for me to have someone drawing next to me, or like right now I actually have the TV on with someone else, kind of with a draw with me video. I actually didn't make this video because of the Draw With Me videos that I've seen on YouTube. It's I kind of had the idea for a while. I just never had the equipment for it. I never had the stand. I was like, oh, it's too expensive, even though it's like, what, $10, $20? Yes, I know, it's still money. But having better equipment makes a heck of a lot of a difference, especially for the viewer. And my own comfort. Oh my gosh, my back. I am drawing on an iPad Pro 11-inch, the one with the M1 processor. It's great. It's portable. I actually drew on the plane. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Let me close that up a bit. But where was I? Oh yes, drawing on the iPad Pro is great. It's very close to drawing on a piece of paper. Of course, I don't have any special that paper-like feel screen protector. I've kind of learned how to draw on a glossy surface. It's not too bad. You know, you get used to it. Oh my gosh. You get used to it. You're supposed to draw with your entire shoulder anyways. Or at least your forearm. It's better for your body, actually. Using just your wrist and your fingers will hurt after a while. It'll probably give you carpal tunnel. Oh, here's the kind of the screen tone, what gives the manga effect. I'll make it .L4, which is like the most dense of the dots. Change the opacity, and there you have like a screen tone of sorts. Of course, since the glyphs or the symbols on her body are a bit darker, I just kept it that way. You'll see later. Look at this professional manga artist. Working traditionally, that's awesome. Yes, you forgot to hit record. So just to catch you up, I kind of filled out black for the darkest, of course. Her shirt isn't exactly black, it's more gray. But in manga, sometimes that's represented as black. Just to keep it simple. I am having a hard time trying to blend these screen tones with the black, but let's see how this works. So as I was talking about ergonomics earlier, about the iPad, I still have to look directly at the screen, and where your arm, if I have it at a very comfortable angle for my arm, it's not going to be comfortable for the rest of my body, my neck, my back. Oh my gosh, I'm sounding like an old man. I kind of am, but in terms of you young people, I'm just kidding. But I did buy a stand for the iPad, so it kind of sits at a better angle, up more. The downside of it being better for my overall posture is that my arm gets tired. I mean, after a while, you do get used to drawing kind of almost vertically, but it still can get a little bit tiring and eventually make your posture worse as well. That's kind of why I like, simple graphics tablets, those $50 ones, $75 ones. those cheap ones that don't have a display. They kind of allow you to draw comfortably while still facing forward at the monitor, and you can sit up straight a little bit better. It does take some eye coordination, hand-eye coordination, like many people say, but I think it's overall worth it. In fact, when I get back home, I think I'll switch off between the iPad and the graphics tablet. So that didn't go very well. I can't gradient it properly, so I think I'll just keep it edgy. Or like less gradient. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to gradient it. If you can look at the bottom left where Summer's hair is, it's definitely a gradient. You know, in hindsight, keeping it like edgy is probably better. Right now I'm trying to fix up the weird squiggliness of it, but at this point it's kind of messed up, so we'll just move on. I know it's kind of hard to see on the screen right now, but it kind of looks like all the screen tones are almost the same looking. But if you look carefully, it definitely has some differences. You'll see a bigger difference later when I fill out everything else. Cool. I got most of the screen tones down. It's one of the cool things I like about doing it manga style with the screen tones is all I have to do is just kind of change the opacity. And I don't have to worry about color balance, color harmony. I know on what's that one app that I used to use called that everyone uses? Oh, Procreate. I know on Procreate you can actually change the hue and the colors of each layer, but again, I just like the screen tone manga look. You know what? Let's add some pattern to that bed sheet. I know plain white is fine, but let's just give it a bit more pizzazz. That's a little dark. I don't want to detract the look from summer. There, a little better. Yeah, I want the focal point to be summer, but dark didn't look too bad either. I'll just keep it that way. Awesome. I think we're done here. I thought about adding a background, but I think the clean white space balances out the other stuff. So why don't we give a little thank you note for Mari or Mary? I still have to ask them how to pronounce it. And Databug is my gaming name. Dirty Rum is my art name. But since they're kind of in this scenario, it is a little bit mixed. It is a drawing of a gaming stuff, so might as well put both. So we're nearing the end of the video, but I think this is pretty good. What do you guys think? Does it need some? Did I do something weird? Do you have tips on screen toning, blending? Let me know in the comments. And I really do hope that Mari likes this. I think I'll post it on social media too. So I'll put a little bit of my website. You can find it at https://dirtyrum.com. It doesn't have the www in front of it, so don't use that, or else you're gonna get a 404. But yeah, it's a secure site, no ads, nothing like that. I probably should just type that out in text. But before I post it on social media, I think I'll contact Mari directly. I don't know if they respond to their Discord or Twitter, but we'll see. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this gave you a bit of motivation, inspiration, and you were able to get some stuff done. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see this more often. Until then, stay strong and have a good day.